10 new scholarship Tar Heels this year on the basketball team, and we're looking forward to introducing them all to you. And we're going to start with Kyan Evans. When we needed a solid leadoff hitter, the consensus was you go to Kyan Evans.
Yeah, there you go.
So, Kyan, thanks so much for coming by.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate you guys having me.
How's life as a Tar Heel?
It's been good so far. It's been great. Just getting comfortable, more and more comfortable every day, getting a routine going. So it's been good.
Of course, Kyan comes to Carolina from Colorado State. What was that process like? I always think this is interesting. Like you go into the portal, what happens next? What was it about Carolina that ultimately led you here?
I think just, when you get the text on your phone or the call and it's Hubert Davis in North Carolina, you definitely you look at it a little differently, just knowing what it is. And then when you start talking to him and then, we kind of connect on views that we have and goals, then from there it's kind of a no-brainer.
What are some of those goals for you?
I think just winning at the highest stage, and that's what North Carolina is known for. It is what it is for a reason, and I think we kind of both agreed that we want to get back to the top, or he wants to get back to the top. I want to be there for the first time, so I just connected with that, and I was like, why not?
As you got serious about Carolina, I'm sure you probably went back and watched some Carolina games, and as you were picturing yourself in that style of play, what did you see that you liked? What do you think you'll do that translates well here?
I really like just the fast pace and take the first shot that we like that's good, and just the confidence that the guards that at North Carolina have played with over the years, and just what they did on the court. I viewed myself being able to do that and doing it at a high level, and so to me that was one of the biggest reasons for me coming here, the play style and what it is. It's North Carolina.
I know this is becoming more commonplace in college athletics, but it's still, I have to think, a bit of a challenge where all of a sudden you were on a team last year and had a good year, and your team had a good year, and now all of a sudden you got a whole new set of teammates, and a lot of these guys haven't been together. What was this summer like? I remember I saw you play some pickup this summer. Like, what were those sessions like? What did you try and take away from all of that as you got acclimated?
Yeah, in the summer now, especially more than ever, is just kind of a time just to build chemistry and get close with your teammates. But I think what a lot of people don't realize about it is when you get a bunch of dudes together that have the same goal and want to win and are committed to winning and are willing to sacrifice some things for that, then things come together a lot quicker than others. So I think just us being able to get together and realize what we want to do and do special things, I think that just helps us out big time.
So I'm guessing that you feel like this is a group that feels that way, that is willing to maybe sacrifice something here or there for the team.
Yeah, I definitely think everybody on the team understands the goals that we have set in place and understands what it's going to take to get there, and I think everybody is going to be able to buy in.
How can you tell when that's real? Like 99% of guys are going to say, I just want to win. But then when it comes down to it, they really want to shoot.
Yeah.
How can you tell when that's really the case?
I mean, to be honest with you, you don't know truly until games start. And so you don't know truly. But I think just knowing the character of the people that you're around every day, and I think just the way people work too shows a big thing in that as well. So I just think the character and the work ethic and everybody just coming together just shows a lot. But honestly, you don't know until games start, to be honest.
Tell Carolina fans, if they're unfamiliar with your game, what kind of player are you?
I think I'm just a point guard that is just super driven to win and willing to do whatever it takes to win. But on the court, I think I can do a little bit of everything. I can get all my teammates involved. And obviously what I did that just stands out is my ability to shoot. I think I'm one of, if not the best shooter in the country, especially as a guard. So I think that puts me apart from everybody else. But I'm just here, and I'm willing to do anything to win. That's what type of guy I am.
How do you balance the playmaking and the scoring?
I think every game's different. I think some games this year I'm going to come out and I won't score as much, but I'm going to get my teammates involved, and I'm good with that. And then some games I might have to score more than I play make, and it depends on how teams play me. So it just be different every game.
What have you learned in this short amount? I understand it's a short amount of time, but about Carolina, about Carolina basketball, about Chapel Hill, just any of this. What have you learned that you just couldn't know until you were here?
I would just say the culture for one, just the amount of people that come back, and I tell everybody this, like the amount of people that come back and talk to us and want to see us succeed and say, you know, whatever I can do to help, just reach out and truly mean it. I think that's just different. That's not everywhere, and a lot of places just aren't capable of it because they don't have the people that North Carolina has had. So I think that's the main thing, and then just the fan base too is just is second to none. Really, it's been crazier and crazier every week. Kind of just seems like there's more people who are wanting to see you win, and then I've heard when the season starts it gets a little crazier. So we'll see what happens then.
One of those guys who's come through here and, of course, now is on the staff is Marcus Paige. And you were telling us on the way over here you've got a little history with Marcus Paige back in young Kyan days.
Yeah. Back in the day, I mean, everybody knows the shot that he hit and what he did here. But I was telling y'all back in, I can't remember if it was 3rd or 4th grade, but I remember the championship game had happened, and we go to practice the next day. And our coach, before we stretch, before we do anything, I just still remember. I don't know why I remember it, but I do. And so before we stretch or do anything, he has us line up, and he's like, all right, everybody shoot the Marcus Paige shot. So we all out there trying to shoot the double clutch and make it and try and shoot that shot. And it's kind of just a crazy full circle moment that I'm here now and kind of in his shoes somewhat.
Adam, does it make you feel good that Kyan was in like 3rd grade when Marcus hit that shot that team was playing?
He could have left that part out. He could have just said it was last year.
A year or two ago we were doing this.
I might have been a little older than that. It might have been 6 or 7. I don't know. It was somewhere around there. It was somewhere around there.
Coachable.
Sure.
I like Kyan. You got a lot of tattoos there, Kyan.
Yeah.
What are the meaning here? What are there any important ones on there?
Yeah, I got most important for sure. My grandma, I got her up there on the shoulder, but most of the tattoos, prayers, and some stuff. But they're just kind of reminders to me. Just kind of look down, and I got my family on my leg a lot. So just the people I do it for, and just understanding that I have a reason, I have a why, and also I liked how they look, so I got that too.
And they look cool. I can't lie about it.
Yeah, so yeah, got them when I was a little younger, so I've been slowed down a little bit, but yeah, I like them.
You're a long way from home. Are they going to be able to come watch you play a lot this year?
Yeah, they definitely were excited about that, and they told me I got to save some NIL up for them, so kind of got to bring them out here a little bit. Yeah, so I got to bring them out here a little bit, but they'll definitely make it out to some games for sure.
Well, and in all seriousness, like sometimes people talk about NIL and they talk about it like it's bad, but like legitimately, it used to be sometimes parents couldn't come watch their kids play, and that's going to be a part of your experience here. Is you're going to be able to help them be there as often as they were probably when you were playing AAU ball.
Yeah, no, for sure. My parents are by far my biggest supporters. And like last year, we played somebody. I think we played like Colorado or something, like our rival, and they had drove 8 hours from Kansas City to the game and drove back to Kansas City that night from the same game. And I was like, that's crazy. So I definitely won't have them doing that again here.
Away from basketball, and I know basketball is important, but what else? What do you like to do? What else is important in your life?
Well, honestly, basketball is just, I consume so much of my day. But I play the game a lot. I think I'm a very good gamer. Oh. So I would say that, yes. I think I'm a good gamer. I've kind of slowed down a little bit, but I play the game, play basketball, and then other than that, I mean, schoolwork, that's about it. And then that's really it, though.
Okay, Kansas City, you got a little Patrick Mahomes vibe going on. I'm guessing that's not the first time you've heard that.
Nah, yeah. And I mean, in Kansas City, I hear it all the time, but it was funny in the fantasy camp, one of the players, I was talking trash to one of the players on the other team, and he looks over, he was like, hey, Pat Mahomes, be quiet. I was like, all right. I was like, that's cool. But nah, yeah, I do get it a lot. And, Pat was a blessing for Kansas City too, and brought some rings. So it was a good little connection though, for sure.
There's worse guys to get compared to. I think that's fair to say.
Definitely is.
You were talking trash in fantasy camp to like the 40-year-old fantasy camp?
Look,
Yeah.
hey, it's on the quiz between the lines, brother. You better be ready to go.
Yeah, no, I was definitely talking trash. There was a few of them, though. There was a few of them I got them out their game. We made it to the championship, but the guy who said the Pat Mahomes part, he ain't make it to the championship, so I'll let that be known.
His bags were packed early. In that
he
event.
was done. I don't know if they won a game. I don't want to, but hey, we're not going to get into it.
Does Carolina feel like home yet?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. It's so early, too, and I think I'm just so comfortable. I'm also older, so it's hard to compare it to my first few months of college at Colorado State. But from being here 4 months already or so, I'm super comfortable and feel like all the people around are family. So it definitely feels like home.
Okay, we were kind of joking before we started, but this is real, right? Like the altitude change is real, right? Can you feel that?
Yeah, no, for sure. I remember going out and practicing and playing for the first time in Colorado, and my chest was just hurting. It felt like you just lost air or something, but got out here, now we're kind of low, sea level almost, so it's a lot different. Feel like I can run a little while.
What was that trip to the beach like? Was that fun?
Yeah, that trip to the beach was super fun. I mean, just imagine going on a 2-3 day vacation with all your friends. You all staying in one big house. It was just super fun. That was definitely a good time.
Hubert Davis has made it clear that from the first time he talked to you, he just felt like y'all clicked. What do you think it was?
I don't know. I think we kind of talked maybe a point guard connection or that little shooter connection, but I don't know what it was, but I definitely felt that. And somebody had told me in the recruiting process, your parents always know best. And I remember we got off the we used to do the Zooms, and then right after we would always do a group FaceTime with my parents. And I remember I got on the group FaceTime with my mom and my dad, and my mom, she just wouldn't stop smiling. And I'm like, why are you smiling? And she was like, I think this is the one. And I was like, all right. And then I was like, I agree with you. So then kind of from there, it was just eye-opening that if my mom sees him that way for me, then I also should be able to see him that way. And then from there, it just kind of started connecting more and more.
All right, so this is just a getting to know you interview with Kyan. Don't think this is the only time you're coming in here this season, Kyan. So just go ahead and make sure you understand that. But before we let you go, again, understanding it's very early. What have you learned about this team as a basketball team, on the court? What have you seen from your teammates, from this group? What have you learned so far?
I think just a super, super talented and super competitive team. I mean, we play pickup all the time, and it's always different teams. But no matter what the teams are, it's always going to be competitive. And everybody, we've had a couple, I wouldn't say fights, but we've had some arguments already. And it's just that's what you want to see in a team. And I think we all know that right now, we obviously all compete. We trying to take each other's head off right now. But when the season starts, we'll be able to come together. And I think we'll have a lot of cohesiveness right away. So